Afternoon, everybody. I want to just give a brief tutorial on a trade that I'm looking at right now so that you can understand what it is that I'm trying to achieve here. Um, Basically, I'm looking at a market that most people would say is really not doing very much. The Dow is down 1/4%, NASDAQ down 4/10, a third of a point in the S&P, excuse me, and the Russell is actually up. What most people don't notice is that while these are pretty tame numbers, the transports are down 730 or 4.5%. If you're a student of the markets, you know that Dow theory expounds on the fact that the transportations will lead you in the direction of the market. So here are the Q's, which is what I would be looking at. As you can see, let's go to the weekly. On the weekly, we got right up to that middle Bollinger Band on the high, and for the week, we're pretty close to the low. So that immediately concerns me, especially with the transports up so dramatically. Down so dramatically. On the daily, you see that after hitting this white line, which is the 100-day moving average, we have noticeably turned lower. That also corresponded with a high near the upper Bollinger Band on Tuesday, and a pretty nice rally, actually. Okay, so what am I looking at now? Well, I'll go to the hourly because this is the methodology. I go from the major trend on the weekly and the daily to the minor trend on the hourly, and then I look for a place to actually get long or short. I go to the 15-minute, and as you can see, the 15-minute has come down pretty much all day in general. But it's also on the lower Bollinger Band. So that concerns me a little because what we have here is in the last two 15-minute bars, we are in fact a little bit oversold and we are bouncing. So what I would look for is a bounce back up into this area around 361. I would settle and start looking at these things at about 360.80. So about $1 higher than here. What I would probably buy would be the QQQ April 6th, which is next Wednesday's 354s. Now, I know that seems like it's kind of a distance with it at 359.72, but if we close on the low here, I have no issue seeing 351. And that's if we haven't put in a top to this bear market rally. As you can see on the daily, we're actually a little overbought, and on the weekly, we're absolutely overbought. Could we rally back? Absolutely. I would be using a hard stop on a trade through the high of the day at 371. It would be an expensive trade if you're wrong from that kind of distance. A little less extreme if we do follow and get the rally back up into the 60 and a half to 61 area, which has been a pretty tough area here for this market. Support becomes resistance, and that's where we are at 361.12. So that's what I'm looking at. I wanted you to understand the methodology, and good luck if you go in after it.